Hey everybody, how we doing?
Morning, friends.
Joe here.
Evan.
Okay, you pick it, we watch it. The Big Short.
Yes, Danielle, thank you very much for your purchase. We are going to be watching The Big Short, a relatively new film.
Mhm.
What is this, like 2015-ish?
25th. Yeah,
Right in there. All right.
2015. Yeah,
I have
spaced out for a second.
yeah. Um, this is one of the many. I grew up again as a Stephen King fan,
Mhm.
reading his books as my gateway to recreational reading, and realized really that his movies all sucked at a young age. For the most part, they were trash.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of grew up with the idea of if you're going to read the book, read the book. If you're going to watch the movie, watch the movie.
Yep.
But don't read a book and then watch a movie and expect to enjoy yourself.
Sure.
That same thing with The Martian. I read The Martian, so I didn't watch The Martian.
Got it.
Love the book, but if the book's better than the movie, okay.
Yeah.
This is I only mention because I have actually read the Michael Lewis book, The Big Short. So I doubt that it's going to be remotely close to what the movie looks like, though, simply because it is a nonfiction explanation of the housing crisis and which tanked the world economy in 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
I don't know how you adapt that to film without being very creative. I'm not saying you can't, right? Because I read oh my god, James Ellroy,
James Ellroy.
L.A. Confidential,
Oh, okay.
which I read that and was like, "There's no way you could make this into a movie." When I was
Sure.
pretty young, and then saw the movie, like it's a great movie, but it's nothing like the book. They
Yeah.
had to really take some artistic license to turn a really great book into a really great movie.
Well,
And you're going to have to do that here,
the curious thing about that is obviously Michael Lewis. He wrote Moneyball as well.
right? I've seen the movie, hadn't read the book.
Gotcha. I've skimmed this book. I mean, I bought it after you recommended it. Actually, we talked about that at work, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll check it out. And then it's very dense.
It is.
It's
No, it
not
is.
easy to kind of wrap your head around this the first time you read through it. So I'm curious to see as well how they handle that. Also, Adam McKay. This is who directs this movie, and I think he actually won the Oscar for best. I think it's adapted screenplay.
I'm sure it would be.
Yeah, adapted screenplay is what he won for then, and yeah, he's kind of been on a run now where it's like it's not. I mean, his films are still comedic, but they're not as funny as
Substantive,
Anchorman. You know what I mean?
sure.
They're not absurd like they used to
Right.
be. And obviously, he's very politically active as well. So I'm curious to see kind of his take on all this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I read the book in like 2 days. I loved it.
It's short. It's not a long book.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's obviously not. It's a stress-inducing book because it was a terrible, terrible time in American history.
And I think we all remember it.
Right? Yeah, everyone remembers it. It was completely preventable.
Mhm.
It could have been fixed a lot easier. I remember after it happened, everyone saying, what are we going to do about it?" And George Bush, who was president at the time, going to the end of his second presidency, gave everybody who paid taxes the year before a $400 stimulus check. And I was like, I mean, well, thanks.
Yeah.
But
$400.
yeah, it's like there are people who are losing their homes, pensions, and jobs. You're sending everyone $400, and that's the only fix, right?
Yeah.
It took a new president and a new election before we finally started passing reforms.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a very dark time in American history that was a long time building.
Yeah.
Bubbles are real and they burst. So I am familiar with the material that they're going to be covering in this. But again,
well, it being a true story,
right? Yeah, but I'm just being like, I'm not going to be watching this thing. I don't know what's happening here.
I gotcha.
But how you make that into an entertaining movie, and I've been told this is a very entertaining movie. I think that takes incredible craftsmanship before we even get started here from Adam McKay. So good for him for making this work, because reading the book, I don't know how you do it, honestly.
Yeah.
We will. So again, thank you, Danielle, for letting us check this out. We do want to go and thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us, and give a special shout out to Actuarial Lurker, Balash Foldes, Chris, Derek Peterson, Jeff, Christy Goverston, MJ, Suryagunda Varapu, Torgir Lingstad, Weird Magic, and WerePanda47. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yes. If you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, welcome to our channel. If you mind hitting the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we have coming your way.
If you would like to see a full-length reaction to this, please check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. On everything on our Patreon, you will have to sync and watch along on your own source material. You will only see and hear us for copyright purposes. Patreon subscribers, welcome back. Sorry, the screen looks weird and is going to start weird. We're on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Loves their ads. We're going to get started here in 3, 2, 1.
In the late 70s, banking wasn't a job you went into to make large sums of money.
It is now.
Oh, yeah.
Filled with losers, Like selling
Oh,
insurance
Chris
or
Accounting.
Oh, look at Gosling's hair.
I know, right?
Suddenly, the yield goes up, but the risk is still small because, well, they're mortgages. And who the hell doesn't pay their mortgage?
People who can't.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
This is exactly what the Michigan State Pension Fund has been looking for.
And then that's it. God, this is already depressing.
Oh, come on, live a little. Look how they're doing it. Yeah, like
the banker went from the country club to the strip club.
And people who didn't even realize their pensions were being gambled away.
yeah.
First financial crisis in
challenging
modern
times.
times.
But another thing is
Certainly
for
the
certain
largest
that we've
financial
taken,
disaster.
I mean, I remember seeing these pictures and stuff on the news. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, this was awful.
Not me. I'm not a weirdo. I'm pretty cool, but
I love Gosling.
I do too.
You have a very nice haircut. Did you do it yourself?
Well,
No,
so he's really socially awkward.
Yeah.
It's like a robot being told when to smile.
I know, right? Yeah.
you could let me know later, and I could go.
Also, this movie, I think, set the template for what Succession was going to look like.
Kind of get that vibe, yeah.
Yeah. Because he does the pilot. And, yeah.
And you know what he did? He left. He just walks out of the lunch, doesn't say a word.
So it's like an anger management thing then?
It must be, yeah.
What do you mean? I didn't hijack the meeting. Did I hijack this session?
Yeah,
Yeah, someone else was talking, man.
I'm in commodities.
Good luck with that.
that was very Michael Scott right there.
Built on ripping people off. How long can that last? Bye, everybody.
That was it? He came to the meeting to do that?
They caught up on their pants. Another 30 days late. LTV 95.
So in 2005, people were already feeling it?
Not so far back it goes then, I guess. Like whenever it really starts to get out of hand.
Yeah, that's when people stop paying.
Because it took a while for it to grow and grow and grow and grow.
No stocks. I want to short the housing market.
The idea of shorting is weird to me. Of like basically going into a bank or a firm and being like, I want to just bet this money that this is going to fail.
Yeah,
It's a weird idea financially to me. I don't get it.
mortgage-backed securities, subprime loans, tranches. It's pretty confusing, right?
That's how he's doing.
So here's
get
Margot
that.
Robbie in a bubble bath to explain.
Hey, that's Margot Robbie.
Train Aries mortgage bonds were
Margot Robbie to bathtub.
amazingly profitable for the big.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Margot.
I read them.
You read them?
read the thousands of pages.
I don't think that they even know what they've made.
God.
It's a time bomb, and I want to short it.
That's what the deregulation leads to. Just take away all the rules that what banks can do to give people houses, and you just build a bomb.
This is what I'm going to do. I am going to get a bank to make me one.
So clearly, Michael Burry finds it first.
Right,
I want
yeah.
until everybody else finds out.
Yeah.
You know?
I worry about you, Mark.
At least I went.
He was there for like 3 minutes.
You have no idea the kind of crap people are pulling, and everyone's walking around like they're in a goddamn Enya video.
And so he's definitely going to figure it out too.
You're miserable.
I love my job. I love.
Who's he trying to convince?
If the underlying bond fails,
You want to bet against the housing market.
Goldman Sachs.
yes, it's a foolish investment, but everyone's wrong.
This is Wall Street, Dr. Burry. If you offer us free money, we are going to take it.
Yeah, they're not going to argue.
Yeah.
You want to bet against the housing market, and you're worried we won't pay you.
Yes, that's correct.
Would be worried about that.
Yeah. Wonder if they did.
They definitely tanked.
Dr. Berry, we could work out a pay-as-we-go structure that would pay out if the bonds fail.
Was it really not that obvious? Like if he has like this
Apparently
info,
not.
like
No one was looking. I mean, definitely. I mean, in reality, it caught everyone off guard.
I guess.
Yeah, we're prepared to sell you $5 million in credit default swaps on these mortgage bonds.
Can we make it 100 million?
I have a feeling that lead investor is on the phone with us going to be smoking hot about $100 million.
Could I take one
Have
for
it,
my
yes.
son?
Yes.
Can I take one for my
Have
son?
two.
Have two.
So they think they just fleeced him for $100 million plus
Oh yeah.
fees.
Look at him. Yeah.
God.
Well, I'm laughing at him. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is there any way to do 200 million?
Oh my God.
200 million.
How much money is he going to throw into this? Jared Fat.
I told you we'd meet later. I never hung out with these idiots after work, ever. I had fashion friends.
I had fashion friends.
How much in total?
1.3 billion.
Oh my god!
God.
That is not all of our liquidity.
Can they fire him?
And read our agreement.
Do not throw our inception
Okay.
agreement in my face, Michael.
They can pull all their money out. You basically shut him down.
So now we pay out premiums on these swaps against
The housing market in
Yeah, for every month.
other words, we lose millions.
until something that's never happened before happens.
Yeah.
So they're going to be going broke for 2 years because he jumped in pretty early on this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Have you lost your mind? I would like. I mean,
Some of these people are going to pull their money out. Yeah, it says right there withdrawing money.
Did I hear you're expecting?
We're expecting to be expecting. IVF's cleaning us out, but we're staying
That's
positive.
exciting.
I don't care.
Right. I made small talk.
That sounds great. I'd love to see Mark Baum run a bed and breakfast.
Jim Strong, yeah.
Now there's your Succession link.
What was this guy's name?
Jared Venet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sounds like a douchebag.
He has fashion friends.
Yeah, it does.
The hair is off-putting.
Let's see what you got.
I'm sorry.
You smell that? What is that? What's that smell?
The cologne? Opportunity.
Oh my. You don't have to pitch these guys like that.
I
They're
love it.
finance guys.
This is your basic mortgage bond,
It's Jenga.
and they're made up of layers of tranches.
Yep.
Just a portion of something.
Adjustable rates. The default rates are already up from 1 to 4.
So he sees it too. He's smart.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. I'm standing in front of a burning house, and I'm offering you fire insurance on it.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
This is where we take a bunch of Bs, double Bs, and triple Bs that haven't sold, and we put them in a pile. And then the whores at the rating agency give it a 92, 93% AAA rating.
What? That seems like fraud.
Institutions treat these CDOs like they're as solid as treasury bonds, and they're going to zero.
Yeah.
That's America's housing market.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what
Clearly,
happened.
clearly that's what that was.
He's playing us. He's got too much skin in the game, and he's dumping his position.
It's possible, but obviously not true.
And I can profit off of their stupidity? Yeah, I want them to be right.
Okay. I thought I wasn't going to like him that much at the beginning, but I'm starting to like him.
Yeah.
Look, it's two very simple questions. Is there a housing bubble? And if there is, how exposed are the banks?
Very and very.
JP Morgan Chase.
Okay.
JP Morgan Chase.
Really Geller.
Well, can you tell us how much you manage?
Of course, we're doing 30 million right now.
So these two guys have 30 million of their own dollars?
Pretty wild.
Good for them.
Yeah. Trying to. Oh, okay, yeah.
How much? 1,470,000,000. So.
You need $1.5 billion and they have 30 million. Oh my god.
It's not great.
Yeah.
Keep up those returns and give us a call way down the line, you know?
When you're worth $1.5 billion.
Here's the prospectuses of all the other losers who didn't make it past the lobby.
Oh god, they did just do the meeting in the lobby, didn't they? They didn't even let him in the building.
This guy says that the housing market's a giant bubble.
Got this laying there?
Okay, so this part isn't totally accurate. You know, we didn't find Jerry.
Okay.
I love this.
Yeah.
A friend had told Charlie about it, and I read about it in Grant's Interest Rate Observer.
This is crazy.
So people did know it was coming. Some did.
Ben Ricker was a former trader in Singapore for Chase who quit the whole game in disgust.
It's weird that he kind of looks like Russell Crowe in this.
You think so?
Yeah.
I need you out of here.
Of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Just
We're
one
going.
second.
We're going.
I would take that with you and just leave.
Yeah. Clearly, nobody else is going to take it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have
jeez.
nice houses.
Yeah. But the implication is so
You're
dark.
right.
Yeah. They're about to be empty.
Did they leave their dog and just move? That's dark. I'd kick that freaking door in.
Oh my god, is there a freaking dog in there?
Didn't you hear the dog barking? And they had
I don't know if
like
it was
8
like a
papers?
neighbor's house or something, but yeah.
Your landlord
Yes.
filled out his mortgage application using his dog's name? Has that asshole not been paying his mortgage?
Oh no.
Seriously, man. Am I gonna have to leave?
Oh no.
'Cause my kid just got settled in.
Oh no.
Is everything gonna be okay?
No.
Just give him a call.
It's not my fault, dude. I've been paying.
It sucks.
Dude, if you hear that from somebody, yeah, you start. I think you stop paying the landlord, first of all.
Yeah, for sure.
Didn't even clean out the cat litter.
Did they take the cat?
It makes me sick to my stomach thinking somebody would do that.
Yeah.
God.
So the whole neighborhood's just abandoned because no one there can pay their mortgage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
like
Florida.
if you just leave, like
They just repo the house.
okay, you can't pay it, so whatever.
Yeah, it's like abandoning a car.
Got it.
Yeah, because he's paying out like they're losing money.
What are the squatter laws in Florida?
I don't know.
Actually, no one can see a bubble. That's what makes it a bubble.
That's dumb, Lawrence. Says you.
How much is eligible for withdrawal before they do?
So $180 million.
No one will pull out. That would be right. I mean, I'm down.
Gonna pay out 75% of the. They'll lose 75% of the money if you pull out early.
People will withdraw their money.
Yeah, probably.
If the fund's capitals drop too much, then the swap's contracts are voided.
Whoa.
Michael, do you hear me? I want my money back.
Yeah, I'd be losing it too, actually.
Yeah.
The market's in an itsy.
He probably should have
Talked him through before they went in with this.
bad
yeah.
look.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
basically,
he's right, but
what he's saying is,
yeah.
if enough people pull their money out,
the bank gets to keep the whole thing.
whenever it blows up, yeah.
No, they just need to keep it now. The contracts get voided, and it's like all that 1.2 billion just belongs to the banks. If they pull their money out, yeah.
Damn, I was a bartender. Now I own a boat.
Oh my god.
Any of these are adjustable rate mortgages.
Well, most.
Oh, yeah.
That's the death knell.
Seriously? Look, if they get rejected, I suck on my job.
Even if
These guys suck.
They really suck so hard.
You know, I just leave the income section blank if I want.
Oh my god.
People just want homes, you know, and they go with the flow.
They go with the flow.
If I write a loan on Friday afternoon, big bank is going to buy it by Monday lunch.
No, they just sell it anyway, so they don't care if it's a bad loan.
That
is so dirty.
disgusting,
What a
yeah.
dumb system, man. So if a big bank's going to buy every loan no matter what, why not make bad loans? They're just going to pay you for them.
Yeah.
I have 5 houses and a condo.
Oh my god. They all think it's an investment.
Want to know what you get out of it? You get the ice cream, the hot fudge, the banana, and the nuts. Right now I get the sprinkles, and yeah, if this goes through, I get the cherry.
I like how I explained that. That actually will make sense.
It's so insane to me how they explain everything in this
Yeah.
movie. Like that is what won this the Oscar. I think.
Adam McKay really knows how to work a metaphor.
He's an insanely smart guy.
Yeah.
Ben Rickard.
Now all I see is Russell Crowe. He looks like Russell Crowe. You opened the worms for me.
Promise I will refrain from saying Ben Rickert and Dirty Bomb in the same sentence.
Oh my god, why?
Why?
I'll be honest.
This gentleman scared the shit out of me.
So we get that vibe, yeah.
We took a look, and they're way worse than even he realized.
These things don't make any sense, man.
Yeah.
This story is very interesting to me. This aspect of things.
Help us get a seat at the table.
It's a pretty ugly table, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's a good person.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll call Deutsche Bank.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
I mean, okay, look, these guys are like, taking advantage of this. They're already rich, but like at the
Right.
same time, this is very interesting. That's the tag. There's a famous saying about Brad Pitt. He's a character actor stuck in a movie star's body.
For sure.
Just
Guys,
asking
I
you to
fucking hear.
explain to us.
I've been here 10 minutes
Need to
now.
know why. Just
Is it happening then? It's 2007.
January.
So it should be getting close.
Call Bennett. Call that little shit.
Call Bennett. Tell him to get his ass down here.
So the bubble's here. It's about to pop.
Subprime loans are more valuable?
No. They want another 1.9 million by market close.
This is where the criminality comes into it.
Gentlemen, I spoke with Mark Baum. He says to off.
So at this point, it's happening. Everything's crashing. But all the banks and the rating
They're lying
agencies are
about
saying it's all good.
It was lying.
It's all fine. So there's no payout.
Front Point Partners. How can Standard & Poor's help you?
S&P. Okay, so it's our rating agency.
What do you think
I
we
mean,
do
you're giving
here
these
all
loans
day?
to anybody with a credit score and a
Excuse
pulse.
me, sir. What do you think we do here all day?
It's an interesting choice to have her having
Blind.
eye problems. Yeah, being blind.
That's very on the
Yeah,
nose, but I
yeah.
love that.
I do too.
If we don't work with them, they will go to our competitors. Not our
That's what
fault.
it is.
Simply the way
Fraud.
the world works.
The world is fraudulent? yeah.
So now
You
anyone who
two
has a
obviously
boss
just work for yourselves,
can't be held
then.
responsible for doing shitty and illegal things. What are you for?
It should be illegal if
What are
it's
you
not.
for?
4?
Is it maybe in your best interest to have the ratings changed? Is it, perhaps?
Yeah, actually,
for sure.
Doesn't make me wrong.
It just makes you a hypocrite.
on the money thing, sure, but I mean, if he's
In the
he's
grand
right and
scheme of
she's
things,
wrong,
yeah, like-
he's actually has the high road there
Yeah.
for sure.
100%, man. Like,
Yeah. Oh, they're losing a fortune.
yep.
CDOs are worth shit, and they're hiding it.
I think the
we should
second
buy
one.
more swaps.
What? Suck it up and pay up, fellas. We
This is good editing.
Yeah.
That's not stupidity. That's fraud.
There's a difference between stupid and illegal, and I'll have my wife's brother arrested.
That's it.
But trust me, it's fueled by stupidity.
That's the only question now, right? Is it malicious or is it just stupid?
Can it be both? I mean,
Yeah, really.
What's in Vegas?
Vegas.
What the hell's in Las Vegas?
Now everybody's going to Vegas.
It's like someone hit a pinata filled with white people who suck at golf.
That's a great line.
that really is.
I'm going to use that.
In our residential sector,
Mark's
our rollout of those variable rate packages were gobbled up by the consumer.
I have a question, please.
He can't help himself, can he?
Back to the residential sector. When we rolled out the new variable rates
that
package,
shot?
He's holding up a zero, isn't he?
Yeah.
yes, sir.
0.
That could be the poster for the movie.
No kidding, right?
Consumers reacted to our packages of
Mark
variable
Baum really
rates.
did that.
Wow.
Why'd you bring us out here?
Because we need to be able to expense the ammo to a client.
Oh my,
God. Everyone is a douche bro in this whole world.
It's a movie full of douchebags.
It
really
is, yeah.
Truth is, since we had our budget cut, we don't
Oh,
investigate
she
much.
was Guardians of the Galaxy,
Oh, I know you're
Nebula.
talking- Yeah.
Blue Lady.
Doggy!
Hey, come over here. What are you doing?
He's a Goldman.
This is so gross.
I know.
The swaps, like the bond is gonna collapse, even though the bond value's going up. Really?
Yeah.
So the bond keeps going up in value, but now the swap's getting more expensive. There's fraud somewhere that I'm not picking up on.
I'm sure they'll tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're going through it. Just
Yeah.
hold strong.
Don't answer your phone anymore.
yeah, unplug that
I
thing.
don't even be showing for work. Oh man, that is collapsing.
Jeez.
He's lost 20% of their money.
The bonds aren't going down.
See, everyone's in the same boat. Why aren't they going down?
Possible that we are in a completely fraudulent system.
Yeah.
At the time, yeah.
Or you're wrong.
Yes.
I'll bet you right now that those double A's are actually like B's.
I rarely ever say these words, but I think Charlie's right.
Yeah, if it's all going to go down, buy the top ones.
Sure.
Buy as much double A Trons as you want.
So they're gonna get rich.
They're gonna, yeah. They probably got bigger returns than the other guys.
Yeah.
You know what I hate about banking? It reduces people to numbers. Here's a number. Every 1% unemployment goes up. 40,000 people died. Did you know that?
Is that true? I've never heard that before.
We're just excited.
Yeah, that's the thing. If it pays off, that means a horrible thing has happened.
Is he the only good person in this movie?
But the most obviously good one.
Yeah.
Are you at all concerned about the rising default rates?
I assume no risk for these products myself, Mark.
So it's not it doesn't hurt him at all.
No.
Give you fat fees for doing so, but you represent the investors?
This is dirty.
Yeah, that one's called CDO squared. A CDO of a CDO.
I don't understand that.
Call them synthetic CDOs.
What did you synthetic CDO?
So there's 20. So people are betting bigger than the actual value of the housing market itself, anyway.
Probably will win. So I want a great payoff.
About 20 to 1.
Deal.
And this will go on and on.
Oh,
So when the mortgage collapses, the whole economy collapses. Yeah.
But apparently society values me very much.
I hate that rich attitude. I get paid this because society says I'm worth it. I hate that.
Circumstance.
You rigged the system for yourself. That doesn't mean you're worth it.
It was handed to you. It's like
God.
It's not because you're God's gift. It's not that at all.
Oh, the regulator woman and one of the bank guys spent the night together.
He's a Goldman.
Metaphor.
That is a great metaphor. Yeah.
The bank,
Good,
the bank's in
good
bed
catch.
with the regulating government agencies.
This movie's so good.
In order to protect investors from this fraudulent market, I've decided to restrict investors' withdrawals.
Someone's gonna come kill him with a cricket bat.
Oh yeah. Or sue him.
Or
Like
sue him,
yeah.
right. Probably more likely that.
Sure,
I bet the
yeah.
cricket bat's an option for some of them.
Crowbar. You know.
Yeah. You better make sure
A spoon.
check your car before you start.
Yeah.
Good luck finding me. Yeah,
There we go. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, if it's your money, I mean, you'd be pretty livid, right? I mean,
for sure.
New Century Financial. Once the industry leader, by the way, filed for bankruptcy, the company.
This is where it really happens.
Starting.
Right? When the bankruptcies start.
Mr. Fields' suit is very specific to files from the past year.
Good, then get out.
So it's discovery time on the lawsuits.
Yep. I wonder if anybody just drops the suit after they see
For
that.
sure,
Yeah.
They're unloading them.
They're selling the dog shit CDOs, then they go to another.
Oh my God! People should be in jail.
Let's go to the press, man. This is a massive story.
Did anybody get arrested after this? I don't know.
I think one guy out of all of it one random guy went to prison, and that was it.
Secured a net short position yourselves, so you're free to mark my swaps accurately for once, because it's now in your interest to do so.
Yeah, we were committing fraud until we could offload all of our mortgage bonds. So now we're good to be honest about it, because we don't own the stuff anymore.
How bad is this?
Okay.
It's not great.
It's not great, Bob.
Yeah.
The long exposure is 15 billion.
This is where the American taxpayer had to come in and save all of them.
Yep.
Which sucked.
Look, I get that this is personal for you, but we have a fiduciary responsibility.
No. He's right.
Hey, I say when we sell.
Do they?
Well, we know that it's going to be fine because the government bails all these banks out, so they don't actually collapse.
Yeah.
No, he's on vacation with his wife's family. They're in England.
What?
they are in England. Yeah.
20 AA tranches of ABS CDOs.
ABS? No, these are pretty...
You did a few weird stares there.
Yeah.
No, we want at least 100 million.
100 million? What are you, a drug dealer or a banker?
I would be pretty ungracious myself after all this. You get $47 million there.
Yeah, I got a bonus check for it.
That's just his bonus check.
You guys said you wanted to get rich. Now you're rich.
Yeah.
Mr. Bruce Miller and Mark Baum.
I didn't catch where they said Bruce Miller worked.
So as some of you may know, Bear Stearns has just received a loan from J.P. Morgan. Of course,
is it Bear Stearns reversing?
No, as a matter of fact, when we're done here, I'll probably go out and buy some more.
Will you?
Yeah.
But for the first time in life, it's not so enjoyable.
Bear Stearns is collapsing right in front of him.
We're watching it in real time.
I thought we were better than this. I really did.
We're not.
Welcome to our world.
Yeah.
Average people are going to be the ones that are going to have to pay for all of this.
That's exactly what it is.
Nobody there cares.
Yeah.
From the time you guys started talking, Bear Stearns stock has fallen more than 38%.
Boom!
Boom!
Yeah. There's the bomb.
No.
First part of our...
Yes, clear out.
Yeah.
Yes, back out of those.
Right.
That's
Everyone
a chilling look.
Everyone looks like they're dying.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's bleak.
Buying stocks? The market's at an all-time low. This is crazy.
So they're hitting him again, even though he just won?
The housing crisis represents the greatest financial opportunity.
The vultures don't stop.
For the past 2 years, my insides have felt like they
Oh my God, of course.
won't talk to me anymore, except through lawyers.
I'm glad they're showing this.
Living out their car.
Realization that I must close down the fund.
Just get on with it. Enjoy all the money I made you.
I made you all so much money, yeah.
Jackals.
And your student loans are paid for, so.
We made $2.7 billion on a $1.3 billion investment.
This isn't how I pictured it.
I bet not.
There's going to be a bailout.
Massive bailout. Billions.
But at least we're going to see some of them go to jail.
No.
I mean, they're going to have to break up the banks.
Also no.
They will be blaming immigrants and poor people.
Yeah, that's what we always do.
When all was said and done, only one single banker went to jail.
Yeah, just one guy.
Now we get to kick him in the teeth.
He's right, actually.
Yeah,
it's the one thing you can do, just punch him once.
Sell it all.
There you go.
God, that sucks so much.
Yeah.
Right. Do you guys want to talk about
For sure.
this?
Yeah, honestly.
I can tell you where the fraud is.
Yeah, really. Really. Of course. Like,
It's so gross. The whole cycle starts over again.
oh my, the needle drop.
Yeah.
The levee's gonna break. It's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
That is a mind blowing needle drop for a movie.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the best endings ever.
Yeah. Obviously, the book was nothing like that. The information is the same.
Yeah.
It's obviously been more
It's
than
dense.
it's been more than 10 years since I read it, so I didn't remember a lot of it, other than the fact that it was this grim. But yeah, I feel like as an adaptation, I mean, it did a really good job of humanizing everything here.
Sure. I like that I'm not saying that this was inspired with Wall Street, but I like that they followed a similar formula. Like, there's that scene where Leo's like, you don't know what I'm talking about, so let me just tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I like this more than The Wolf of Wall Street. In fact, I've seen The Wolf of Wall Street. I've seen it one time, and I found it pretty one note for the whole thing. So I didn't really care for The Wolf of Wall Street like other people did. That's not saying I'm right. It just wasn't my cup of tea. It was like, okay, so excess drugs, party money until the cops show up. Okay.
It's
fun.
like I get what it's trying to say, right? It's
for sure.
These people are demons,
Right?
That's his whole thesis of that movie. And this movie's like, here's how they're doing it. Here's why.
Exactly.
Here's the implications of that. Right?
I prefer the intellectualizing of it rather than just the emotional response to it.
We don't really get the fallout in Wall Street, right? It's like this guy gets away with it basically.
Really,
and it's like, all right, it's a blunt way of looking at it.
Sure.
And I'm not saying these movies they're similar, but like they share a creative note, I guess, in the sense that like they and how they explain things.
Sure.
It's break the fourth wall, talk to the camera. I thought this was more intellectual than Wolf of Wall Street, like you said.
I did too.
Okay, the Adam McKay Christian Bale story. At the very end of the movie, when he writes on the board, 489. So Adam McKay directs where he's sitting in an opposite room. He's not behind the camera. And he goes, "Okay, now Christian, I want you to drop the mic marker, kiss your fingers, throw up a peace sign, and say peace out." And Christian goes, "I don't think that's gonna work." And he just like replies back, "I'm effing with you," because McKay's quite funny, you know.
Of course, right.
And he also talks about how he implemented in this movie they shoot from the opposite street, so it's long lenses. That's how he shot this movie. Quite a lot of it, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I like his career trajectory as well. Like where McKay is going in terms of him as a filmmaker. It's more social issues than it is comedy.
I agree.
And I think say what you want, Anchorman 2, it is trying to do something with like news.
I don't even remember it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched it once. I didn't like it, and then
it is a farce.
Yeah.
It is a farce for sure. But like, there's ideas in it where you're like, okay, he's, this is smarter than the first one, maybe. But I like that his career now is pretty on the nose. You know what I mean? I think that's interesting career path. A lot of comedians kind of evolve, like the Farley brothers. He won an Oscar for Green Book, which that movie's terrible. But
I hate it.
Don't like it at all.
Right.
Jordan Peele, another good example.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the fact that like these guys are like, we have things to say, we're smart.
Right.
Adam McKay might stand above them all because of how he tackled this, his understanding of this. You know what I mean?
Definitely a really strong auteur. I think this was again. You're taking what is ultimately really dry material, for most people, and making it into a narrative that works in a way that's memorable and engaging, and that's not easy to pull off.
Not at all.
And I feel like he made it really work all the way through this.
The way this movie moved too, breakneck speed, just throwing so much your way, and all the performances were fantastic. Ryan Gosling was a huge standout in this movie.
Sure.
Brad Pitt was incredible. Steve Carell,
right,
dude, like. I don't think anybody was nominated for an Oscar for this movie as far as acting goes, but they were all fantastic.
Yeah, they were. I mean, it was a really, really strong cast all the way through.
Great ensemble.
All right. Well, Danielle, thanks again. We will see you folks on the next one.
See ya.